Welcome to the final installment of 20 Things. If you haven't seen the other four, feel free to go back and check them out and to take notes and to think about your own business, what you're doing more of, what you're doing less of in 2025. It feels like a great year for reflection and reshuffling and exciting times. Okay, number one. I am always going to work with good intentions. I think that it's so tempting to hold yourself back and to be worried about saying the wrong thing or not wanting to upset anybody. And it's really difficult because when you put content out there, you're never quite sure who's going to receive it or what position they're going to receive it in, and where and how and all of these things. And so what my aim is to always set the tone and create from a good intention, to help, to serve, to change, to reflect, to make people think, for people to make a move, to find that inner belief in themselves again, all of it. And I also cannot say how people are going to feel watching my content. But I know that when I speak with that good intention, in that alignment, I know that that's the best use of what I have available to me. And so, however tempting it is the whole time to dilute and second guess things and open up the conversation to each and every person, it's really difficult to please everybody. And so going back to creating with good intention, and maybe this is the same for you, maybe you've been holding back, maybe you've been second guessing yourself, maybe you've been worried about upsetting somebody, go back to that and the good intentions you have. Number two, this is an opportunity here to look at the map and start the car and not forget where you're going. It's so easy to get caught in where you are today. On this day, I feel this, I don't like this, I don't know the answer to this, I feel X, Y, and Z. These things are happening. It's so easy to essentially not get in the car. Well, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I don't know how it's going to be today. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day. And sometimes what you simply have to do is to get in the car of your business and look at the map and sit with that feeling of, this is where I'm going. This is what I want. This is what is exciting me right now. And start the car and take the first step and move in that direction, rather than second guessing it by thinking about, the amount of times where we think about a journey and we go, well, the weather's been really bad, or there was a road closure, or I'm not sure if it's going to be difficult to navigate that bit of the journey. Sometimes it is difficult. Sometimes it takes longer and it's going to be trickier. But sometimes you're like, actually, that was all right. I always have this bit where the North Circular joins the A1. I think I have a bit of past trauma as well, because I once broke down on that corner on a Friday afternoon and it was not the one. But that time where you say, okay, actually, this has been fine. This bit that I was dreading, or this bit that I wasn't sure about yet, it's all worked out for the better. But you don't know that unless you get in the car. Number three, notice all of it. Notice it, how you're feeling, what's going on, what your triggers are, how your body's shifting, all the changes, your thoughts, your feelings. Notice it. Don't just go, no, don't feel like that. I'm going to keep moving on. If it's coming up to the surface, what is it? What's the texture of this? What's it trying to tell you? And sometimes you just get that opportunity just to pull it out. Like if it was like manky water, get the stuff out. Great. I'm going to take that out. Spaghetti. It's always the thing in the sink. Like you're trying to catch it so you don't clog the thing. Then it's like, this needs to come out. Great. I've cleared that. What am I left with? What else needs to come out? The more that you're like, no, 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 it will be fine, you're just delaying the process. Number 4, feel good in yourself and your space. I don't believe that we can create from a place where everything feels so overwhelming. And we all have our own versions of this, or our own tolerances. But there are certainly things for me that can help me switch into feeling like mediocre into, okay, cool, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing, off we go. I want you to get to know those things for yourself. Equally, if my environment, if everything feels chaotic, everything feels everywhere, one of the best uses of 10 minutes I can do is just clear the decks, clear up my desk, get things sorted before I begin, and then begin the process. I know that sometimes 10 minutes is like, yeah, but I need that time for my business. It's actually not a great use of your time. I know sometimes I would go through that thing. It's not a good use of my time to be cleaning when I should be working. Tell you what, that 10 minutes of resetting, whether it's a meditation, whether it's a walk around the block, whether it's making a nice cup of tea, whether it's listening to 3 songs that make you feel uplifted, that 10-minute reset is going to be great for you. Number 5. When I do what I love, everybody wins. And this is a narrative that has been unpicked and challenged and looked at and championed and supported for a long time. I think sometimes there is this narrative, especially with parents, that you shouldn't take care of yourself, that everything should be about the children and like you as the mother and doing all of those things. And I am doing that every single day, keeping other human beings alive. Like that is my job. That is my role. That's what you sign up to as a parent, being in that caring capacity. But I also have realized that sacrificing myself to the point where I don't have an ounce of anything for myself, it doesn't help me. It doesn't help my mood. It doesn't help what I'm putting out in the world. It doesn't help my children to see a positive example. My kids are now both at school. And on the way to school every day, because I take my kids to school every day, they will say, what are you doing today? What's happening? I am now accountable to my children. And I love that because it makes me think, yeah, what am I doing? Where am I moving the needle? Am I stretching myself? Am I holding back? Am I frightened about something? Am I delaying something? Am I expanding something but only taking it to 80% when I need to take it to 100%? What is happening? If you want to come in and join your personal brand plan, do. I would love to see you in there. So much great stuff in there. You can work with me one-on-one for 100 days, or alternatively, you can do a DIY version. Thanks so much for watching this series. I hope you've enjoyed. I will be back with another series next week. Feel free to follow and share and like and get scribbling in your notebook, because there are so many things that need to come out because you've got important work to do in the world. Lots of love, and I'll see you next time. Bye.